Hello my friends and welcome. Let's go to the latest update from the front lines. The hotspot for now is Robotyne and everything around the Russian main defense lines. As you can see, Ukraine was able to get through the first stage of the Surovikin main defense line. All of the minefields were in front of those lines, but also could be somewhere here as well. It seems like Russia has lots of the forces still in Novoprokopivka. Before they moved out the mobilized soldiers from that area and immediately replaced them with paratroopers and more competent divisions. Because of that, for several days Ukraine is not able to get through the Russian defense to reach Novoprokopivka. That is why Ukraine starts to expand on the sides, as you can see from this military map. Let's go to the timeline to see the moving of Ukrainian army. So yesterday and today it was the movement just in this direction. For the last day Ukraine went through the Russian defense in this area as well. So all of this line was penetrated by Ukrainian forces. It is great, but here is one more defense line and the third one. All of them combined create the first Surovikin defense line. We are speaking about all of that stuff actually. And if we go to the south, you may see the second Surovikin line, which we also have to penetrate, otherwise there is no way to Tokmak. So for the several days there is the only movement and it is happening near to Novoprokopivka and Robotyne. Ukrainian army expands the bridgehead to move forward. And those are our guys on the south moving near to Robotyne. As you can see, there is also the artillery fire from the Russian side. There is one more artillery shell which hits the ground, but the Russian artillery is not that precise compared to Ukrainian one. Still, it's very risky to go for this convoy, and as you can see, the distance between the vehicles is quite short. I wonder why. Nevertheless, the way was demined by our forces, and finally there were no losses in this convoy from what I understood. The armored vehicles delivered the infantry to fight on the front lines. Some of them are Bradleys, and this is the aiming equipment of the Bradley vehicle. You can see there is the aiming cross, and probably this is the next vehicle or something like that. Also, Bradleys may fire the TOW missiles to hit the enemy tanks, and sometimes it is even successful. The Ukrainian army also has the progress near to Orozhaine. Our guys were on the south and captured a couple of the quarters from Davydov village. It is also happening on the south. But before we go to more details, let me tell you about the sponsor and also the partner of my channel. Yes, as usual, it is the Atlas VPN. They still have the great offer that was made especially for my followers, where you may get the Atlas VPN Premium for just $170 per month plus 6 months for free. And it is the best deal from all of the premium VPNs on the market. So why do you need VPN? Let me tell you about it. It has military encryption standards, strongly securing your data and your devices from being reached by government, unwanted ads, and also hackers. Yes, you may say hackers, why do they need my account? Well, actually, my friends, I got personal experience that my pilot blog channel dedicated to aviation was hacked. Then I was using public Wi-Fi. All of my videos were deleted, and after that hackers told me to send Bitcoin for them and they will open access to my own account. I didn't transfer anything and just started the new channel with the same name. And obviously after that case I use the VPN all of the time, and for me personally Atlas VPN is the best VPN out there. It has a security breach device monitoring feature, so it alerts me that someone tries to reach my device. Then I use the public Wi-Fi. Then I see that message, I disconnect from that public Wi-Fi. Atlas VPN is very fast. It guarantees you the best streaming connection, then you watch movies on Netflix. And also by changing your virtual location you may get access to watch all of the movies, all of the series on Netflix platform. It helped me a lot. And now my friends, please check out my personal link in the video description just below, or scan the QR code somewhere on the screen, where you may get the Atlas VPN Premium for just $170 per month plus 6 months for free. It is the best offer on the market right now, and it is only available for my followers. Unique deal, so what are you waiting for? Go for it. Alright, now let's go to the military map in that area. This direction is also kind of perspective, not as much as Robotyne, but still Ukraine has all the chances for success over here. So Zavitne was partially liberated by Ukrainian forces, and for now it is like that. We haven't got the update from this military map, but from the other resources we have the confirmation that Ukraine was able to cross the river in this area. And from what I understood, this bridge across the river is still intact, so Russia didn't blow it up, then they retreated. Russia has the 11th separate motorized regiment over there, plus one more force, 60th separate motorized rifle brigade, so this force is larger than brigade. Again, from this area it's kind of the long way to reach the main Russian defense lines, and they put lots of the mines in front of those. But here Ukraine achieved the most success, as you can see, liberating quite a lot of the territory. So the aim for this direction is to reach Berdyansk or even Mariupol. The aim for Oryhov direction is to reach Tokmak and Melitopol. But I guess that Ukraine will concentrate the most part of its forces in Oryhov, and I think that in the middle of September Ukraine will push again with more forces, because we'll obtain Abrams tanks as well. So based on the drone images, it was confirmed that Ukrainian army entered Zavitne village for sure. Ukraine also starts the advancement near to Piatyhatki by attacking the Russian positions between Luhave and Piatyhatki village that was liberated by Ukrainian army. It is happening near to Kamenske and the water reservoir. The main attack vector from those positions goes to Vasilivka town. Speaking about the vehicle losses in Ukrainian army, for example, this is the Oshkosh armored vehicle, and it was carried the Ukrainian infantry personnel and was attacked by the machine gun. As you can see, it has many of the marks on the door. However, inside everything is intact, and it was able to evacuate our infantry from the front lines, and soon this vehicle is going to be repaired on the factory and delivered to Ukraine again. It has numerous of the bullet marks, but none of the bullets were able to penetrate the armor of the vehicle or the engine compartment. That's awesome. The lost Leopard 2 tank, as you can see, it was firstly damaged by the mine, and later on probably Russia targeted the side of the tank, causing the total destruction. This tank was filmed by Ukrainian fighters, and probably it is no reason to evacuate this machine from the front line, because the repair jobs would cost a lot. Probably the engine compartment is totally gone. And also, as you can see, there is the Contact 1 armor on this tank. This is the DIY by Ukrainian army. It may prevent the damages to the tank construction caused by the drones or RPGs. This video shows many of the Leopard 2 tanks in Ukrainian army, and most of them are equipped with Contact 1 armor. Yeah, I think all of them are with this tuning. It's hard to say when this video was filmed, but for sure this year during the warm period, which by the way still continues. Unfortunately, we have the first documented loss of the Caesar artillery system on a Tatra vehicle base. This one was delivered to Ukraine from Denmark, and usually those are far away from the front lines. Caesar has the good range to work from the long distance compared to the Russian artillery, so probably Russia used the drones to hit this vehicle. Ukraine totally obtained 19 of those artillery systems. My friends, I understand that the losses for Ukrainian army is not good to perceive, but I am speaking the situation as it is. If we have losses, I also have to say about them. According to the Russian resources, Ukraine has the main vector of attack towards Verbove, and maybe they're right. However, as I showed you lately, Ukraine also pushes towards the south. Here from Robotyne towards Novoprokopivka, There is no movement for many days. The Ukrainian FPV drones continue to target the Russian vehicles. This time the Russian Surovikin was attacked by the drone, and lately it started to explode. It was a big kaboom because of the specific shells of the Surovikin. Actually, this short-range artillery system is a little overrated. Basically, every artillery system, and sometimes even tanks, may target this Surovikin because it's the very short-range artillery system, but with specific shells. One more video showing how the Ukrainian FPV drone targets the Russian artillery system Msta-S. This is the self-propelled artillery system, and it's very unique for the Russian army. We don't have the analogs in Ukrainian army, but we have the similar type of artillery systems delivered to Ukraine by our allies. And those are even better than this one, but Russia really needs those systems. So at the last second, you can see the artillery guy just jumped off from this place. Plus, Ukraine targeted the Buk air defense system radar with the help of the controlled shell, or maybe it was the drone, but I think it was the shell that was dropped from the Bayraktar, and there were two of those systems targeted. It is very important to get rid of the Russian air defense because our MiGs are carrying the JDAMs, as you can see. So this is the MiG-29, it has the adapter for JDAMs. The United States of America will supply to Ukraine Aram rockets with a range up to 180 kilometers. I think that for now those are the best air-to-air missiles produced in large quantity. So I have the question about the compatibility of those missiles with MiG-29 Soviet-made airplanes. Well, the part of the MiGs we got from Poland and Slovakia, so probably those are capable to carry those missiles, but mostly we're gonna use F-16s with those missiles. So the delivery was confirmed, but when it's going to happen, no one knows. Maybe even with F-16s. By the way, President Zelensky is going to United States very soon. He's going to attend a meeting in United Nations that is happening every year. And from his last interview, I understood that now he is okay with elections in Ukraine in 2024 as it is planned. The signal for Ukraine to conduct those elections goes from the United States officials. Anyways, we'll see how it goes the next year. The last night, Russia reported that they downed 3 of the drone boats that Ukraine sent to target the Kerch Bridge. We have those reports from many of the Russian channels, but none from the Ukrainian side. According to the Institute of the War Researchers, Russia continued to transfer new armies to Robotyne area of the South front lines. However, they do it very slowly, so there is tiny little chance that they will turn the situation on the south in their favor. But still, Russia is pushing near to Bilohorivka, near to Dibrovo. There are no any villages in that area, but still, they took the ground. Also, there is the main rumor that Russia may start their assault attempt to get Kupiansk under control. For that, they will announce the new mobilization in Russia that might be started this autumn, but those are just rumors. Nevertheless, this month Ukraine starts to reinforce this direction also. The European Union officials say that new Twitter policies help to spread the Russian propaganda. Definitely many of the pro-Russian channels or pro-Russian authors were unbanned by the platform. From what I see, Twitter also lowers the censorship restrictions for photos or videos. Partially it is good, but not for all of the information. Still, it should be filtered. Personally, I use the Telegram to share more information that I cannot upload on this YouTube platform, so should I also open the Twitter account and upload over there? Tell me in the comments. Because we may overweight this stuff on Twitter also. The Swedish CV-90 on a training with the Ukrainian armed forces, and our guys went also on the trenches which are flooded with lots of the water, probably preparing for the autumn and winter assaults. By the way, with CV-90 armored vehicles, Ukrainian soldiers also got surströmming canned food. If you didn't know, that smells very terrible. one of the most terrible smells you have ever smelled. I got some of the stories from my friends. So let's see how our Ukrainian soldiers open this fish in a can. Basically, it was impossible for them to stay in that room. And my subscribers on Telegram say to me that you should open this can under the water and after it take the fish out, and it's going to be tasty, but definitely the smell is very terrible. We even have the memes about that food, cluster munition, Swedish made. And honestly saying, I think it could be in some way effective in the Russian trenches. The delegation from the Russian Defense Ministry went to Mali to speak about the Common Defense Program. Before, the Wagner was in charge in Mali. Now the Russian Defense Ministry. Wagner will no longer exist. For sure. My friends, don't forget to press the like to this video, and also please check out my personal link in the video description just below, where you may find the Atlas VPN Premium with a huge discount especially made for my followers. My friends, I wish you all a peaceful sky wherever you are, and have a great time.